Let's talk.
Teal shade, y'all.
Let's talk about hygiene.
The 3-point inspection. What can we check? Certain things you can check, certain things you really can't check, okay? You can check to make sure no eye boogers are in your eyes. You can check to make sure no boogers are in your nose. You can check to make sure nothing is in your mouth or in your teeth, that while you're talking to somebody, you got this big A pepper that you ate from earlier yesterday, or if you brush your teeth this morning or whatever situation, you got this pepper just showing. So while you talking, look, the whole conversation is almost like womp, 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 because they don't hear nothing you saying. They hear nothing you saying. They just see this stuff, this crud, just in your nose, your mouth, and your eyes. I'm sorry, people. Do the 3-point safety check. Eyes, nose, mouth. Say it with me. Eyes, nose, mouth. It's nasty. And please don't have stank breath. That's a whole nother conversation. That, I'm sorry, is a whole nother conversation. I rant and I vent when it comes down to people who don't check their breath anymore. Why? Just tell me this. How is it that you get to work at 8 or 9 in the morning and your breath stink? How? That lets me know that when you got up, you bypassed the entire bathroom with the exception of having to urinate or defecate. You bypassed the entire bathroom for anything hygienic. Okay? That's a problem. That is a problem. And what I don't understand is, as technologically savvy as we are in this day and time, we have no reason for not knowing what hygiene is. So I said, okay, Google, what are good hygiene practices? Google says, here's what I found on the web. Here is a summary from the Department of Health. Good personal hygiene habits include washing the body often. If possible, everybody should have a shower or bath every day. What? She just told you what to do. She just told you what to do. Then she turns around and says, if this happens, a swim or a wash all over the body with a wet sponge or a cloth will do. Look, she even gave you the tools. She gave you the tools. She told you what to use. Soap and water. Well, to be accurately honest with you, she did not say soap, but she did say washing all over the body. Me and her gonna have to talk about this soap thing because it is necessary. You understand? That's scientific. It is a scientific fact that if you put soap and water together, it will create cleanliness. The Bible says, what? Cleanliness is next to godliness. So that means you ain't even close to God when you stinking. So how about that? You Christians or whatever you call yourselves, or all these other religions out here, you call yourself close to God. Oh my God, I'm so holy. But when you go to that church and you stinking, I'm sorry, God does not hear you. I'm sorry. I just have to say it. These things pastors won't talk about. Pastors talk about all what's going on in the Bible and you know what Abraham and all them did. But the pastor ain't saying nothing about no time when Abraham didn't wash his behind. And he probably had moments like that. He probably did. And I do apologize for using the Bible as a description. But let me tell you something. You got to get real with people out here. You got to stop sugarcoating these things for people. You sitting up in the church. And I done went from, now it's all about hygiene, so I'm still on my topic. You're sitting up in the church, you know, you stink. You're the first person to smell that. You are the first person. It is proven. I am well in my 40s now, so I know this. I know that if I sit down and things not right, ain't nobody, look, I'm the first one, it goes up. So between me and God, we the two that smell it. So it ain't got no business passing on to Sister Sadie or Sister Brother Johnny or nobody else. Because when you pass by them folks, it should be against the law. It should be against the law because you have just committed a crime. Yep, that's what it is. I've said it. You have just committed a crime. I don't care what kind of crime it is. White collar, blue collar. You have just committed a crime. You have just allowed these people to smell something they should never have smelled. Never. And you wouldn't have ever had to smell it if you took your behind in that bathroom instead of defaulting to another area. You shouldn't even have breakfast. Look, because you just swallowed all that foolishness down in your throat from you laying down last night. Everything that collected in your throat, in your mouth, and your teeth, you just swallowed it because you failed to do the one thing. You had one job to do in the morning. One. And that's wash your face and behind and body. Hygiene. One thing. You got one body. You ain't got but one job. Okay? We ain't even talking about all the other physical exercise and all these other things that you should be doing. We're talking about that one thing, the most important thing that you can actually even come across. Let's go back to Google. So I asked Google again. Okay, Google, what else can people do to manage their hygiene? According to Wikipedia, cleaning the teeth at least once a day, brushing the teeth after each meal is the best way of making sure that gum disease and tooth decay are avoided. Washing the hair with soap or shampoo at least once a week. Washing hands with soap after going to the toilet. Look at her. She even told you not to go in the bathroom and come out without washing your hands. How many times we got folk that do that? You nasty. You are nasty. I am sorry, but somebody need to have a come to Jesus meeting with you because it's not fair to us who take the time to go in the bathroom and make sure we are clean, and we're not committing a crime, by the way. So why would you? And it should be a felony, not a misdemeanor. It should be a felony. It should be, because what you just did was stole something from me, my oxygen. You stole my oxygen, therefore you should be incarcerated. I am taking this thing to a whole nother level because I swear to God, when I have to sit in a seat behind you and you have just funked. It ain't even funk. It's funked. You have just funked up this entire seat because you failed to take the prior precautions of washing your body. You have all the tools you need, okay? So let me review. Let me have a brief review right here, right now. In the morning, when you wake up, say a prayer. Ding. Go to the bathroom. Ding. Use the bathroom. Ding. Brush your teeth. Ding. Wash your face. Ding. Bathe your entire body. Ding, ding, ding. Now, I am pretty sure that after you do these things, your mind comes to you and says, you know what? I also need personal hygiene products. Well, according to Google, personal hygiene products are deodorant, shampoo, soap. See how many times she mentioned soap? She mentioned soap so many times. There is no way you can miss this thing. Toothpaste, mouthwash. Okay, she even narrows it down and said, you can even use baking soda if you do not have mouthwash. Well, who knew that? That's old school. And it should be new school because guess what? It's baking soda in just about every tube of toothpaste you purchased on the market. So don't think you can't go to your kitchen and mix you up a little concoction with a little lemon juice and some baking soda and some water and just swish, even some peroxide. We can do this. You call Celia Shay. You call her and you say, Miss Katia Shay, what can I do to manage my hygiene? I will work this thing. We will work this thing out. You hear me? I will be there for you. I am here for you. I can be whoever you need me to be on that particular day. But you know why? Because I don't want you to be incarcerated. It's just down to that. I don't need you going to jail because you failed to do something that was simple. Things that we were supposed to teach you when you was little. Now your mama is an accomplice. Yes, she's an accomplice because if she didn't teach you this, both y'all need to be sharing the same cell. I am so sorry. This is Celia Shay ranting and venting on this very day. I do apologize if change that. I don't apologize because if you stink, you ain't got no business being in the presence of others. Signing off.
Let's talk.
Celia Shay, y'all.